made this body of work about my mother. It's kind of a collaboration between the two of us while she was living with dementia. I think dementia is one of those things that I didn't see coming. I didn't have experience with other family members that had gone through this. So of course I did not know what to expect. And my mother was really loved to be outside. And because she could move around very easily. So it would often be, if it's sunny, can we go outside and make a picture? If it's not, can we go someplace where there's something going on? The odd part about this body of work is that the making of it was really a secondary act. The real act was, let's go outside. The process was a stand-in for the conversation that we used to be able to have, but instead we interact by playing with this piece of equipment. So the pictures really are about that process, and I feel like I see that so much in a lot of the other pieces around here that are part of the show, that there's that a little bit of humor, a lightness to it that we need in these parts that can be pretty dark. I really thought, I can't make a picture of her because it would just be sacrilege. And I saw my mother literally go like this, and I thought, you want to do this? Like this is something you want to do? And it was off to the races after that. Like, it was so clear that would be something that could be the new thread. Like, if it wasn't a conversation anymore, it would be picture making. The picture of my mother with the dog in the yard, light just comes through the trees. It's just this beautiful, almost anything you do in that afternoon light would be beautiful. And the two of them kind of came together and had this just complete joy, like they're dancing. and they're having a connection, they're communicating, right? I'm just witnessing it. Whereas often the pictures are really her and I. In some of them with the horse and the dog, there's all of a sudden another conversation. And maybe that's part of dementia. Like, she was able to just shift and literally seem to have almost a silent conversation with something else, like an animal or sometimes an inanimate object. Yeah. I think artists feel this way about all their work, that it's something that obviously all art is self-referential and it comes from us. But in this body of work, it really is that mother-daughter relationship, which is very tight. And I don't know that the work has been that well understood in general. Initially when I would be making this work and not sharing it with friends and family, I was still crying a lot. But I have to say that it's almost like the light switch clicked when I started to show it to people, because then they told me their stories, and all of a sudden I wasn't crying. Because I could just hear about what they were doing, and it was this beautiful sense that we're all working through these whatever problem it is this universal problem, and when we can kind of open up and share that, it's beautiful, and it makes some of the pain go away.